First feature of the night tonight on Wild 96.3, $20 carload night, going to be the front-wheel drive compacts division. Kayla Schuler, R.J. Wyke, Matt Janes, Sean Poffenberger, Lee Gillingham, Brian Janes, Dave Fisher, Keith Barker. The front 8 starters, Austin Baumler and Mike Quintanilla round out the top 10 as we are set to go. Schuler and Wyke will bring the field to green as they come through corners number 3 and 4. Great field of front-wheel drives on hand here this evening. Schuler and Wyke lead them to green. We're underway. First feature of the evening. R.J. Wyke into the race lead, and Austin Baumler spinning around down in the grass. Going to see if he can get the car back going. And now Joel Smith draws the caution flag. Caution going to come out. Baumler going to get it restarted. As they come through corners number 3 and 4. Here we go. Green flag in the air. R.J. Wyke into the race lead. Here comes Matt and Brian Janes up the middle. They try to get past Poffenberger. Now to the outside of Schuler. There we go. 3 wide from third on back. Three wide, now funneling down to 2 wide. The Janes boys battling for second and third. Now Matt Janes going to go to the outside, R.J. Wyke. Wyke trying to hold him off. He has the preferred groove around the bottom. Brian Janes to the top shelf as well. Good run so far for Sean Poffenberger. He sits in the number 4 position. New leader, Matt Janes. Brian Janes in the second. Janes and Wyke the top 3. Poffenberger, Gillingham, and Barker 4th through 6th. Some bump drafting going on between the Janes brothers up front. Now Poffenberger and Wyke continuing to go. Problems for Baumler. More problems for Baumler and Quintanilla. And the caution now going to come out as some damage done to the 25 machine of Mike Quintanilla. And that will draw the yellow. We'll bring this one back. Set to go back. Green flag racing on this one. Matt Janes, Brian Janes, R.J. Wyke, Sean Poffenberger, Lee Gillingham, the top 5. Janes brothers battling for the lead. Brian Janes on the bottom, Matt Janes in the 4 in the outside lane. R.J. Wyke trying to fight back for third. On the 82 is Sean Poffenberger. Gillingham and Barker battling there. Yellow flag. Tony Janes in car 73 loops it around. Caution going to come back out. Been a rough one so far here with the front-wheel drive compacts. And green flag goes in the air. Jackson in the 9 car, a little squirrely, keeps it going. Meanwhile, battle for third. Lee Gillingham battling with Sean Poffenberger. Battle for third, Gillingham, Poffenberger, and Barker. 6th is Fisher in the 5. Halfway in, Brian Janes, Matt Janes, your top 2. Battle for third, Barker. around the outside of Gillingham. Gillingham back to fourth. Fisher fifth. Barker battling up front with Matt James. That's for second. Barker clearing the 4-car of Matt James. Now Barker going to try to run down Brian James for the race lead. Brian James about a half a straightaway lead in that number 26 machine. Keith Barker Jr. almost at a racetrack. He drifts a little bit high. That's going to cost him some time. 2 laps to go for Brian James. Brian James in the 26. Going to go white flag in the air, this time by he was the Gold Cup feature event winner back in the end of July. Tonight he's going to add feature win number 2 of 2012. Brian James, checkered flag, takes the win tonight at Baer Field Speedway. Second place going to go to Matt James. Keith Barker third. Dave Fisher fourth. Gillingham going to round out the top 5.